Hey there, Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 285 of our Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. Today we're talking about the P in our soaP framework, which stands for progress. How do you know if you're moving and making progress toward what it is that you want? Remember, in the S of the story part of the soaP framework, we discussed what our current situation was, and then we said, okay, well, what do we want it to be? And the rest of the soaP frame, the O, the A, and the P, fill in that gap. Lovely. You can see what my chair looks like. Fill in the gap between where we are and where we want to be. Current state to desired state. Now today, progress, how do we know we're making progress? I am doing this, we're focusing on the area of contribution this month, and we took an improvement area. My area of improvement was I want to show up more in person. I want to personally engage with human beings and do one-on-one or one-to-many volunteering or contributing in some way, shape, or form. And that's what I want to do more of that. With the pandemic and everything, I kind of stopped doing that, backed off like so many other people, and didn't show up. Did things, but totally different things that I don't think are as rewarding as personally volunteering, personally going and physically helping in different ways that I can. So we came up with different actions, took those actions, and now we have to ask ourselves, did what I do move me toward what I want or not? Either it did or it didn't. And then I like to, for measuring progress, take milestones and create a couple of key areas that I'm going to look at, or measures, a couple of things I'm going to measure, and I set a milestone, and then I measure, how am I going to measure it? So say I'm going to volunteer 10 hours a month or 25 hours a month each month between now and the end of the year. That's pretty easy to measure, right? I can just measure time. Either I volunteered that many hours or I didn't. And I can, if I volunteered 9 one month and 12 the next and 10 the next, well, then I met my goal, right? Even though I didn't meet it the 1 month, I can make correction and do a little bit extra the next month. So that's an example of how I could measure, because that's a pretty easy way to measure, right? And I want to find an easy way to measure that makes me feel good about it. So every time I'm doing an hour, I could make one of those little charts like they used to do for United Way, or those little thermometer type things where you fill in the time, things that you can visually see. People like vision boards because they can see that they're making progress toward the things that they want. So any questions about this? There's a write-up, of course, in guide 17 of the Get Up and Go Challenge private Facebook group page. You can go there and you can search in the sidebar progress or the soaP framework, and you can get all the previous challenges that we've done before and the different areas and aspects of our life, not just contribution, where we've looked at ways to measure things, have milestones, and how do we know we're making progress or not? Because guess what? Sometimes we do stuff and it doesn't actually give us progress in the direction we want to go. Maybe I volunteer at a soup kitchen or something for 10 hours and I hate it. Or maybe I teach a course on something and I love it and I want to do more of that. Whatever it is, I make my plans so that I can tweak them as I go and get the benefits out of the activities that I want to do and get the outcome I want, which is always to make the world a better place. So, any questions about this, hit me up. To the 2 people that are on here, this is really Thursday's daily challenge. I'm hopping ahead because I'm going to be on the road traveling. We're going to be driving. It makes it really hard to make videos. So I couldn't think of another way to do it. So I'm hopping ahead and making my videos for this week. Any questions, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Bye.